Hello everybody, welcome to episode 12 of building the Hunger Games Land and Ride in Theme Park Tycoon 2 Roblox. So today we are just going to be finishing up this ride. You heard me correct, we are finally finishing the ride after 4 months of working and trying to get every little detail, timing right in this ride. We are finally finishing it in this episode, except there's a lot of things that I cut out. And I am going to cut out until the final POV is done and ready, because I kind of want to leave some surprises in there for when you watch the actual POV. So as you can see, if you watched the last episode 11, where we built a full-on abandoned city using forced perspective, yeah, there's a lot more that was added to the right side of that city. And we are building right on top of it. This building, this soundstage, it would be probably 3 floors high. It's a very tall, very large soundstage for a Hunger Games property, anything. I mean, I don't know how popular the Hunger Games is. Not that popular, but like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a little bit unrealistic for scale, like just how much money would be put into this in a real park. So maybe this ride would be saved for like a bigger property, just the budget, I mean. And yeah, so another thing is that Epic Universe is opening T-minus 7 days from now. I have opening day tickets, and I'm thinking about just vlogging and seeing what that's gonna be like for my channel. Maybe it's not going to be anything personal or anything. I mean, it's just going to be me running around a theme park and probably being stupid doing it. But I think it's going to be something to look forward to for sure, because I'm expecting some chaotic, some chaotic opening stuff to happen. But you never know. We'll see. And that's why I am documenting it, because there is only one opening day, and I will be there. Nicos will be there. Speaking of that, Nicos, I officially changed my name. Yes, I did. It's Nicos now. And I just think, since I'm gonna be going to the park and everything, and kind of opening up my channel from just Nicos Studio, which is the park I'm working on now, so I just think it's gonna be a little bit better fitting name. Maybe in the future, if I do really start liking vlogging and you guys like the vlogs too, I mean, maybe I can do more theme park oriented, like construction based. So it's just pretty much my name, Nico, merged with construction. So yeah, we're just continuing to build the sewer system. It's gonna have like an open top, like a grading open top roof. You can see I'm adding in the doo-doo because, yeah. And I was thinking about this when I was building it. I was like, honestly, yeah, we would have a smell cannon in here to make it smell like sulfur and doo-doo and gross stuff you don't want to smell, because that's just immersion. That buzzword, immersion. It's just immersion. So yeah, this room really doesn't have that much detail. You're in it for a fair amount of time, but a lot of it is dark, and a lot of it you're just really focusing on these pipes, the 4 pipes that I'm putting in, because in this scene, after seeing the city and everything like that, spoiler alert, there's the poisonous fog that was featured in the second film. That is going to make an appearance, and I think it's going to be a very thrilling scene. It's very fast-paced. When you see it, you're going to see what I mean. To put in better words, you're just breaking through the walls and trying to escape the fog with this dramatic audio track that I chose. That is all the audio you're going to hear. I'm going to get copywritten up the butt, because I'm not going to make butt squat off of POV, and I'm not looking to, because this is just for fun and everything, and it's just a Roblox game. It's, Also, I'm using a property that's not mine, so it's, that's just gonna happen if you're doing these type of projects. But it's still worth it because you have a creative outlet. Ding. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the last episode, though. Like I said, or I don't know if I said, I don't remember. But yeah, this is going to be like the last episode, and the next episode might come out next week, might come out 2 weeks from now. I don't know, is what I'm saying. I really don't know, because I'm waiting on, and in the process of acquiring voice actors, so I can have some lines set in the ride, and who knows, maybe I'll voice act in it, because that'll be cheaper for me to do in the end. So maybe you might hear my voice, maybe you might hear a little bit of an AI generated voice, maybe you might hear an actual person that I hired with real life money. So yeah, I have pretty much the whole story written out. I have everything like that done. So, and I've said in my past episodes what was going to be next. Probably Stranger Things. But I'm going to be real with you, since now Epic Universe is now in the mix. And like, I've been known I was going there. It's just been recently I've decided I wanted to bring my camera, aka my phone, and maybe my mic. I might bring this exact microphone. This exact one. It's just the microphone I use, it's just a Blue Yeti microphone. I got it a year ago when I thought I was going to be starting to do voice commentaries. But, plans change, and I kind of held off on it, and it was sitting in my room collecting dust, grabbed it, and now we are using it for this channel. So I really think that... me trying to come up with a different topic right now. I really think that... let's talk about Epic Universe. I think when I'm going, if you don't know, if you're new here, I've already been twice now. It's been 2 times. And just so I can feel special, let me feel something right now. I was like the first batch of people allowed in. Like, besides employees, I was there on day 1 preview for employees. Like, it was really and then I went back a month later, and a whole lot changed. It was really interesting to see something so close to being done, and just seeing all the final touches being put in place. That was really I appreciated that. Even, I mean, I'm just weird like that. I appreciate just anything, that any benefit that they're gonna give you. But yeah, so speaking of, the one ride I've never ridden yet, I've only been in the line, is Ministry of Magic, and I guess we'll find out opening day if they're going to be doing virtual lines and everything like that. Because, like, okay, I don't like virtual lines. Y'all built a 6... let me rant. Let a boy rant for a second. Let a boy rant. All right. You built a 6-hour line. Might as well use it. If people are gonna wait in the line. I've heard this take a lot of times too. It's not just my take. Like, I've heard like 5 guys with a mustache, and probably like 5, 6 telling me, "Hey, we shouldn't really do the..." Yeah. No one. I don't even think Universal wants to use the virtual lines, but I really hope by opening day they stop it. But looking at it realistically, they're probably not. They're probably not going to stop that. And I think that's a bummer, because I'm pretty much going to the park just to ride that ride at this point. Like, because I haven't been. I've seen the spoilers and everything, but I want to see it in person. What I can say from the spoilers and spoilers ahead from now for this ride, I was a little bit let down. Okay. I think that Forbidden Journey is a more executed ride. And let me explain. I think was a problem with even the Monsters Unchained ride. I thought, and it's not like they're working with unlimited space like I do in this game. I understand that. But I thought that we were going to visit more spaces, like more, scenes that we would recognize, or, on the actual rides, on the both Ministry Magic and Ministry Magic, we saw some cool, big, grand sets, a lot of screens, but, some cool things we haven't seen from the series. But, I mean, let's be real. I want to go to where I saw in the movies. That's what, Universal and, a lot of theme parks are doing now, that, you want to be immersed in the movie. So, I don't know. I just think, like, my biggest problem with the Monsters Unchained, and the one thing that I felt like when I was walking off of it, which, trust me, there wasn't a lot. This was the only thing. I mean, animatronics were spectacular. We almost had a perfect run through, our first ride. It was a very surreal moment, I guess I should say, too, to see the blueprints and everything. And, I would hear what people would say, and then I would maybe, I tried coming up with my own theories of what are going to happen on the ride. I just thought we were going to visit more sets and more things. Yes, the Catacombs is a cool, what's it called? It's a cool place to be. It's a cool setting, I'm trying to say. It's a cool setting to be in, but hear me out. I just think maybe we should have gone to the lagoon where the creature of the Black Lagoon is, things like that. I was really hoping for like a Black Lagoon, like underwater moment with the Kuka arm, making it feel like you were bobbing and swimming in the water. I 100% for some reason was like determined that was gonna happen, because obviously, like, that's just, I feel like that would be fun. A lot of people love the creature of the Black Lagoon. There is theories that there's gonna be a second or a third ride added to that land, which would be a creature of the Black Lagoon. I don't think that's gonna happen personally. I don't think they have the space. I mean, I know they have the space, but not for a ride like that. Something with to hold a lot of water. A lot of their water is already set up, I feel like, for all this. It's just a lot more of an expense, especially for not really an IP property, like Super Nintendo. Like, they're gonna want to upgrade those things first, and we'll see if Creature of the Black Lagoon comes out. I don't think it's gonna come out. That's just me. Everyone has their own little theories, but that's just me. So back to this ride, because I've been just yapping in your ear. You, after escaping the smoke, you fall into a ravine, and you see the smoke, and it just can't go past a certain point, which is a reference to the second film, Catching Fire, because if you haven't watched it, spoilers, but the fog can't go past a certain point, like I think past the beach or whatever. So it kind of made this cool visual, and a cool soundtrack came along with it. So I kind of recreated it here in the ravine. Sorry, I'm like choking on my own words right now. So a lot of this ravine, I'm just copying and pasting these rocks around, and I'm gonna be super honest with you. This is what I do for most of my rock work, until until I found or kind of use the copy and paste tool more often. Unless I'm making like custom, like I'm actually going for a design with the rocks. If there's just gonna be a canyon of rocks, I'm just gonna copy and paste it. But there are certain areas in my park where I did think heavily about where every single block and where every single rock was going to be placed, and what angle it was going to be at, and how it was going to stick out, and how many vines were hanging off, and maybe there was a cave. I really thought about that. But for this project, you're just going to be going through this scene for probably 4 seconds for each like view in your view area, I guess you can call, in your perspective. So it's it's just, I think that just to save the time, because we've been working on this for 4 months, and just so we can get this done, it's just a given. It's going to have to happen. So I'm adding these little rope bridges and everything. They're going to be scattered around some of the ravines, and then your cart's going to turn, and then it's going to slowly turn again, and you're going to see a waterfall kind of trickling down, or the rock work, and then you go into the cave where you meet your main character baddie, Sadie Bell. Name drop, yes, the main character of this ride is Sadie Bell. She is a part of District 12, or no, don't listen to me. She's not a part of District 12. She's part of like 11 or so. She's in one of the districts, but not 12, because I don't think it's canon if she won. Spoiler alert, she wins. You help her win this game. That's why we're on a ride in the first place. But yeah, she's gonna come up with a plan, which I will not spoil, because I think the way this ride will end is it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a little wee, so a lot of little wees, and I think it's fitting for the ride. I think it's kind of a mix of the end of the second movie. A lot of second movie references in this ride as well, I may say. But yeah, like I said before, I'm still looking for voice actors and everything, and I was gonna do something cheesy and be like, if you want to be a voice actor, if you want to be one of the tributes, submit your thing, and I was gonna give y'all the lines and y'all could send them in, but I just don't have time. Maybe in the future for another ride. Let me know if y'all would be down for voice acting, but hey, I could use it. It would save me a lot of money, because voice actors aren't cheap, and I'm just sourcing them on like Fiverr and stuff. Like, it's not like I'm holding auditions and stuff. I'm just seeing who has the right voice and who's out there and who's freelancing it. So yeah, so I'm excited to see how everything turns out with the audio, because I have everything in, like, the soundtrack wise, but I don't have any of the sound effects. I don't have, all that. So that's gonna be very exciting for me to edit that all together. And I don't think it's gonna take me that long to edit once I get everything. The only thing that's gonna take me a little bit is to acquire some of the voices, but I'm hopefully gonna get that done this weekend. Yeah, so like for the past 3 or 4 weeks where my channel is completely inactive, this is what I was still building. It's just a lot of it I cut out and everything like that, because I chose to. And yeah, so there's that waterfall I was talking about. Just built it, and and now we're gonna start building the actual cave. This is kind of a lazy done scene, but it's just the stagmites and staglights, I think they're called. I think that's what they're called. And they're just hanging, and so your vehicle kind of does a helix around them, and it's going to kind of bank and look up, and the lights will turn on all at once, so it doesn't really spoil it before you go in it. And then you catch up to Sadie Bell, and she's gonna come up with a plan to save you and me being Sadie Bell. So and I'm not voicing Sadie Bell, by the way. I'm going to be voicing oopsies, I'm gonna be voicing something else. 100% I'm not doing Sadie Bell. But like, isn't that such a good name? I came up with it because Red Dead Redemption. That's all you need to know. And we are coming up on the end of this video in like 3 minutes. So honestly, be honest with me, guys. How did I do? It's been a little bit since I've been on the channel, and it's not like I have an excuse. I have no excuses. So we're just adding those stagmites and staglights. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, please like, because it helps out my channel a lot. I would really appreciate you for doing that. And let's say if I get to if I get to 300 subscribers, I will post a behind the scenes video of everything to do with this ride, being like a full walking tour with all the lights on and the editing process, and so you can see all that. Hi, Piper. Yes, that's my doggy, Piper. I have very exciting things coming up though regarding my real life job and career, so stay tuned for that. Not like I'm gonna be able to tell you anything, and not like I want to anyways, but no offense. But yes, so I'm just, a lot of things are happening that are good, and the reason I'm saying this is because low-key I do watch these back and just to see where I'm at in my life. I've only been doing this for 4 months. But yeah, we're gonna be hitting the cinematics, which I've honestly, let's be real guys, I've yet to record that. So I'm just gonna pretend that I see what you're seeing. And yeah, okay, editing Nico, you gotta line up the shots to what I'm saying, because I told you so. Alright, thank you for watching, by the way. If I didn't say that already. Oh, here we are. Look at that rock. Look at that. And then like look at the drainage. And then yeah. Whoa, okay. Alright. No more messing around. I gotta go. Please like and subscribe if you liked what you're seeing. And I'll see you on the flippity flop. Bye-bye.